The holidays have arrived here at Universal Orlando, and there are so many things to see and do to keep you merry. But if you are watching this video, there's probably one big thing you want to do, which is meet the Grinch. And I am going to show you 2 great ways to do that. In this video, I am checking out 2 of the extra holiday offerings they have here at Universal, the Grinch Character Breakfast and the Universal Holiday Tour. These are 2 extra things you can add on to your vacation here at Universal to make sure you have the best holiday experience. And having the best holiday experience here at Universal means getting to meet the Grinch without waiting 2 hours. So welcome to the holiday episode of VincentVision. Ho, ho, ho! So we're starting off our holidays here at Universal nice and early in the morning at Islands of Adventure, where we are going to be doing one of the most popular holiday offerings here, which is the Grinch Friends Character Breakfast. And this is a really popular offering for 2 different reasons. One, this is one of the only opportunities where you're going to actually get to have a sit-down breakfast inside the park. And then 2, this is one of the easiest ways to meet the Grinch without waiting in a 150-minute long line. The Grinch is the big deal here at Universal during the holidays. Let's face it, everyone wants their interaction, everyone wants their viral TikTok interacting with the Grinch. The line to meet the Grinch inside the park gets very long very quickly. The Grinch Breakfast and the Holiday Tour, which we're going to show later in the video, are the 2 easiest ways to meet the Grinch here in the park without having to wait in a multi-hour long line. Now, I will say right off the bat, with the Grinch Breakfast here, as of recording this video on the very first day, there are currently only 2 days left for the entire holiday season that you can book this online. By the time this video comes out, those days will probably be gone. So hopefully if you're watching this part of the video, you're just watching to prepare yourself for what the experience is like. I did talk to people at the restaurant and they said that there is always a chance, albeit very, very small, to get day of reservations for the Grinch Breakfast. If you were interested in doing that, I'd probably recommend getting in as early as possible. The earliest seating for the Grinch Breakfast happens at 8 a.m., which is right at the start of early park admission here at Islands of Adventure. And what's actually really nice is, if you already have a Grinch Breakfast reserved, you actually get to bypass the EPA crowds and you have your own dedicated entrance into the park from the side, which is really nice. I have done many different versions of the Grinch Breakfast over the years. I've done it where it's been a Confisco grill at the front of the park, but the main area, the most consistent, has been Circus McGurkus Cafe Stupendous, which is here in Seuss Landing. This whole area is decorated for the holidays, and Circus McGurkus is no exception. And what's a little different since the last time I did this was that with the renovation of Circus McGurkus, it is an entree-based breakfast versus a buffet-style breakfast as it has been in previous years. So once you check in, you get led to your seat. It's kind of interesting. So you meet the Grinch first and then get food. And the way you do that is you get seated, you get walked out of the restaurant, and then you queue up to meet the Grinch on the side of the restaurant. It's a little weird, I admit, and I kind of preferred it to way back when the characters would kind of come up to the table. That guarantees everybody got some sort of interaction with him while still getting to enjoy their food. You'll probably wait about 10 minutes or so, and then you get to have your moment with the Grinch. This is a very important moment because this is probably the main reason you're gonna book this tour, so make sure you are prepared, okay? I'm doing this as a solo traveler. I had the attendants take photos of me with the Grinch, and I have to say, I'm kind of a little let down by how the photos came out. They just weren't really good photos. So that's why I would recommend having someone in your party with you so they can take pictures for you. You know, it's a really fast experience. The Grinch can't give everybody 10 minutes of time. So even though you're not waiting 2 hours to meet the Grinch, you're still meeting the Grinch for a short amount of time. So make it count. It is super, super important to do so. But the Grinch is great, as always, super entertaining, super funny, and depending on where you're sitting in the restaurant, you actually might get lucky and get a good seat where you can kind of just watch him interact with all the different families, which is nice. There are other characters as well. There's a lot of Who's walking around the restaurant, and they're all very funny. They all have great personalities, and you can really talk to them and get some great interactions out of them. There's also Cindy Lou Who. She walks around the restaurant as well. So there's tons of characters to entertain you while you're eating, not just the one Grinch. But once you meet the Grinch, you get seated and then you get your food. You get a nice, big, Who cinnamon roll as an appetizer. It is gigantic. I'm gonna tell you this about all the food at this restaurant. All the portions are huge, okay? So even though you're just getting one entree, it's gonna be enough food to carry you all the way into like dinner. Honestly, the food menu is pretty varied. Like this isn't just gonna be like sausage and eggs. They had chilaquiles, they had brisket, they had a chicken and waffle sandwich, like French toast. I ended up ordering the Grinch's green chilaquiles verdes, which is a traditional Mexican breakfast. It's got nachos, it has cheese, it's got some nice chicken, some sauce on it, some eggs. It's very savory, it is very good. I enjoyed the food very much. As a one person, as one adult, I paid $58.99 for this breakfast experience. It ends up being a little over $60, and I'm kind of halfway on it. Overall, the Grinch breakfast, it's a solid experience. It's okay, you know. Really, you're paying to meet the Grinch, get your photos. Most people are gonna be happy with whatever video they get to put on their Instagram or selfie they're gonna get to take with the Grinch. The food was good. I wish there was ways to experience more of the food because the whole menu sounded really good. This is gonna be one of the easiest and most affordable ways to skip the Grinch line, but also get some food out of it. Unless you're like me, who is doing both the Grinch breakfast and the holiday tour. The holiday tour is a product that's been going on for a couple years now here with Universal, and it has been different every single time. This year, it has a big change where this tour, if you've done it before or watched previous videos, used to go on in the evening. Now it happens midday. So I've got to head over to the Red Coconut Club at 12 o'clock to check in for the brand new version of the Universal Holiday Tour. So the Universal Holiday Tour is a showcase of some of the major holiday offerings here at the park. With this tour, you are going to get priority seating for one of the Grinchmas shows, which can be very popular. There's a private viewing area for the Universal Holiday Parade, and of course, you get to meet the Grinch. You also get to meet Santa, which, believe it or not, this is also the only way you can meet Santa here at Universal. You can only see him on the Holiday Parade. And then of course, the big one, for me especially, you get to meet the Grinch's loyal sidekick, Max the dog. This is the only way you get to meet Max. I know it sounds silly, but it is an actual dog. You get to take some pictures with him. Life's good. That to me is like the #1 reason to book this tour, especially if you're a dog lover. But I mentioned it's been different every year. This year is no different. Normally this is the tour that goes on until the evening, like late into the evening. This year, it's starting in the middle of the day. So I am here in City Walk, where you check in for the holiday tour at 12 o'clock. And from there, we're gonna go on a big old holiday adventure. Apart from the meet and greet experiences, that's kind of stuff I knew about prior to this. Everything else, I'm kind of going in blind. So I'm curious to see how this year's holiday tour holds up. So the holiday tour begins. We met up with our guide, Ben, and he is going to be taking us around Universal for this 5-hour tour, okay? I should stress, this is going to take up a good chunk of your day. It is 5 hours, and there's a lot of walking, a lot of traveling around the resort to see all of the different holiday offerings. This tour will always start out with a showing of Grinchmas, the Grinchmas Holiday Spectacular, the big Grinch show. You check in at 12 and you wait and prepare to see the first show at 1:15. So the tour kind of starts out with a lot of waiting, but the Grinch show is really great, and especially later in the holiday season, this is something that can get a very long line, and there's a possibility that you might not get to see the show at all. So it is nice in a way to have reserved, guaranteed seating to see the show. It's great. It's a long-running classic Christmas show here at the park. Also, you get some more Grinch. You also get to see Max the dog. I'm sorry, I'm just obsessed with the dog. Everyone's obsessed with the dog. Every time he's on the stage, I'm just looking at him. Once that was done, we headed into the park to start to experience more of the holiday tour. And in previous years, they'll put you on like a ride. It's been VillainCon Minion Blast, which is not the ride I really want to ride. This year, our guide Ben actually took us on E.T. Adventure, which is really unexpected. Also, it's just a really great, easy ride to do. And after that, we're gonna keep on rocking and head to some more holiday tour adventures. And let's see what they have in store for us. So after ET Adventure, we went over to the NBC Media Center, which is that building that you don't really get to go into on a normal theme park day. And this is where we did 3 of the big points of the holiday tour. The first thing was we got to meet Max the dog. This is the big deal. It is Max the dog from the Grinch. He is super cute. You can get right up there, and yes, you are able to pet Max. I got an amazing photo with him. Immediately after that, in the next room over, we got to meet the Grinch. I had my second shot with the Grinch, and I am very happy to say that compared to my photos from the Grinch breakfast this morning, the pictures that I got with the Grinch the second time around were so much better. And it was really, really great. It was still a very quick experience as well, so just be ready to get your good photos and get your good interaction with this very popular character. Afterwards, right now, we're on a little bit of what they call a light bite break. So this is the food portion of the tour, and it's actually very much appreciated. I've done versions of this tour where there wasn't food available. It's nice that they offer food, and it's like hot food as well. They have what they call White Christmas pasta, they have a turkey stuffing casserole, and then they have some pigs in a blanket, some warm food, pretty basic stuff, but good for most palates who are gonna be doing this type of tour. And then they have a bunch of fun holiday themed desserts as well. I don't know if these are actual desserts that you can get in the park, but they are themed, they're decorative, you know, cookies, chocolate mousse, all that kind of stuff. Very tasty, a good little thing to have on a type of tour like this, because 5 hours is a lot to be going around the park without any sort of food break. So after our little snack break, we went back into the park and took a little tour around the Hollywood and New York area, where Ben gave us some fun facts about the decorations, what it's like to put on the holidays here at Universal. And then we went over to the front of the park where they do check-ins for the VIP tours. And we did something that has not been done in any of the other tours that I've done, which was cookie making. And we went up into like the second floor, and they had like a cookie station set up, and I decorated a Christmas cookie. And I can confidently say that I have not decorated a cookie in many, many years. In fact, I don't think if I've decorated a cookie ever at all. I only got one. I didn't know if there was like a limit. We were only in there for like 15 minutes, but this is my cookie. This is what it looks like. Hopefully you like it. And after that, we went back out into the park. And then we got to meet Santa Claus as well. Santa is up on the second floor of the Jimmy Fallon ride, and this is where you get to meet him and get your pictures. And remember, this is the only way you can meet Santa Claus at Universal. He only appears on the holiday tour. So we did that, got some views of the park from up top, and then we went back down, went back over to the Hollywood area of the park, and went to go check out the holiday tribute store. We got to see the shop, and it was cool. You know, it was very well decorated. I loved all the different snowmen based off the characters that are in the shop, and it's just, you know, it's your big Christmas shop. I love the last room where it was meant to be like a nutcracker shop, and there was just a bunch of crazy nutcrackers all over the place. Some of them were themed to different Universal properties, like there was one that looked like a dinosaur from Jurassic Park. There was a red and blue one referencing Dueling Dragons. There was a monster one that looked like Frankenstein's monster. A lot of fun Easter eggs and things to look for in that shop. Definitely will be checking that out whenever I come to the parks during the holiday season. But now, we have reached the end of the tour. It's about 5 o'clock now, and we are in our spots for the holiday parade that is going to happen. So when you do this holiday tour, you get a reserved viewing area right over here in Minion Land, and that is how you end up seeing the parade. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I kind of don't really want to watch the parade. I have had a long, full day here at this park, and I've gotten to meet the Grinch twice in one day, which is pretty incredible. So with that, I've gotten my Grinch Christmas cookie. I am very satisfied. It is time to get on out of here for me. The holiday tour is a great way to see the Grinch. It's the only place you can meet Max the dog. Those are really big photo opportunities. Those are really great special encounters that you can only get with this tour. But as you can see, it is a bit of a longer tour. It kind of happens in the middle of the day, which some people may not like. I personally think going from like 12 to 5 is really kind of like the prime time hours of being at a theme park. And if you're only here for a day, or you're trying to like fit in stuff around this, you're losing what is probably the most important time of the day to be at a theme park. Well, second to like being there right when it opens, you know what I mean? And I think you do really get some special exclusive stuff with the holiday tour, like Grinch and Max and Santa and so on. But I think there's a lot of extra non-exclusive stuff that I always kind of wish they got rid of to shorten the tour a little bit. Make it a tighter tour. Cut the other stuff. You know, we still want to meet Grinch, we still want to meet Max, we still want food, right? And specialty desserts, but you can get rid of the show and walking through the gift shop and stuff like that. You don't even need to do a ride, honestly. But apart from that, that is really all I've got. Happy holidays here at Universal. It is finally time to see this park all lit up with its wonderful lights. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope it helped you. If you are looking for more Universal content like this, please be sure to like and subscribe. Tell all your friends, all that good stuff. You're gonna find it here on this channel. Thank you to all the wonderful people who said hi to me today as I was filming this video. That stuff really kind of does mean a lot to me, and it really makes me happy to know that you guys are watching my videos. But apart from that, I am gonna get on out of here. It's time to go home. Thank you guys for watching another VincentVision, and happy holidays, or Merry Grinchmas. Bye-bye.